Hi there. I haven't done a video in quite a while. We have been really busy this summer, and the last videos you saw from me were probably, I did a little one about race a little bit ago, but the last ones you saw from me were probably in my other home before we moved. So welcome back. Welcome to my new office. Today I wanted to just talk really quickly about sort of this idea of having something all the way planned out for you, a done for you kind of thing, versus something that you have to do some planning for. So, this time of the year, especially this year, which is like the craziest year ever, right? We are getting a lot of requests for, hey, Melissa, I really want to do Waldorf, but I really need it to be all laid out, 100% completely laid out. I don't want to have to do any thinking. So I just want to put the brakes on for a minute and let you know that's not Waldorf. So the part that makes it Waldorf, Waldorf is the right material at the right time, right? That's kind of the short nutshell. But even deeper than that, Waldorf is about living lessons. So you can't give a living lesson if it's all done for you. You can't. So, our curriculum is probably the most laid out of any other curriculum. We sort of tell you what to do for the lesson for the day, but there is that element still where you have to make it yours. And you have to decide, okay, well, I could do this painting here that she recommended, or I could sit down and come up with my own. Or I could use these circle songs instead of the ones that she recommends. So really and truly, I want to, if you're in that space of, I just need it done for me. Listen, I understand. I want you to know that me and all of the coaches that we have at Waldorf Essentials, we have all been there. We have all been in that space of, it seems so big and so scary, and you might do it wrong. And I'm going to tell you a secret. You will do it wrong, and that's okay, because then you'll fix it and you'll sort it out and you'll learn. That's really the piece of it, right? You learn from that. You learn from your mistakes. We don't often learn from things that go easy for us, right? Like what? There's no learning that happens there. What we learn from are the times when we go, oh man, that really fell flat. I really must have missed something there with my child, or oh my goodness, my child loved that story and I never thought they'd like it. Or the flip side is, oh my goodness, they were scared to death and I had no idea they'd be scared. So, or with an older child, I love, I've taught all of my kids, and there have been times I'm like, okay, why did that fall flat? There's this part in the movie Clueless that cracks me up, and she's like, did my hair go flat? I think that often when I'm teaching and I'm like, wait a minute, it's not connecting. But those are the times that we learn. Those are the times that gives us the opportunity to step back and go, what could I have done to prepare for this lesson some more? So when you are finding yourself thinking, I don't have enough time to prepare, I just really want it to be done for me, I want you to take a deep breath and know that's not Waldorf. So if you're wanting a Waldorf education for your children, this is your opportunity to dive deep into yourself and to overcome the what ifs and the ands and the buts, and to really decide, hey, I have something to offer my kids. So if you are coming to this and you had like no other experience with Waldorf, and you just know you don't want to send your kids back into the setting that it was, or maybe they were in a Waldorf setting and it's just not going to go the way you want it to go, take a deep breath, because here's the thing, I'm going to tell you another secret, other than that you will fail. And I'm laughing because I have many times, but other than that piece, you don't have to start school the same day that everybody else does. So, take the time to take it in. With our curriculum, all the curriculum that you purchase from us starting August 1st comes with training and support and mentoring, all kinds of coaching, because what we found over the last 14 or so years are the families that really stick with Waldorf, the families that really stick with wanting this education for their children, are the ones that have support and the ones that have the training, because then they don't have to piece it out everywhere. It's all in one place. So all of our curriculum right now comes with support. And it comes with help. So what I would say to you is decide when your start date is for school. So as I'm recording this, today is August 18th. And I know that many families are chomping at the bit because the school district's already started, or, oh no, when am I going to start? I'm going to tell you a secret. Often I don't get started until Michaelmas, which is the end of September. There are many years that we kind of start off slowly and then we really dive in towards the end of September. This year, I put my older son in our Waldorf hybrid school that is seasons of 7, and so he starts Monday. He's in 8th grade. He starts Monday, but my 3rd grader will be with me, and I decided that I wanted them to be on the same track, so she'll start on Monday as well. But I prepared for that. I prepared for that since April. And you might be thinking, crap, I don't have time to do that. You do have time. So this is what I would say to you. I would say purchase your curriculum, spend the next day like getting it read. If you're using our curriculum, I try to write pretty conversationally so you can read it and it's not super dry. And even though you'll have the just the digital copy to start with, we send out hard copies, but they take a couple of weeks, especially this time of year. We have so many. My assistant Nicole, I love her. She's like, okay, we have more. It's great. It's a great problem to have because it's not really a problem. We are so blessed to be able to help families, because this is an amazing journey and I'm so glad that you're on it with us. So what I would say is dive into that curriculum, read it from the beginning to the end. When you read it the first time, don't read it thinking that you're going to plan from that. You read it the first time just for content, so you know like what it is that we're covering this year. Then you kind of go back through and make your notes and start your planning. And we have planning for peace, which is part of the curriculum as well. It is a planning portion, and we actually have a planning for peace meeting on Saturday. And even though those of us who have been planning since April are on month 4, we are welcoming families into those planning for peace meetings and helping them get started. So what I would say is you pick your start date. Do you want to start September 1st? Well, that's pretty fast, but we could do it for you. We could absolutely do it. Do you want to start maybe the middle of the month? That works too. We can work with you and help you sort of set something up that works just for you. But I want to tell you, breathe deep. Stop wishing that there was a done-for-you product, because there isn't. When it comes to Waldorf, you have more pieces to sort of implement. So while we give you the training and we really help you, there is so much that you will get from learning this material. There's so much that you will be able to give to your children. And my bet is, and I've not met a family yet that hasn't said yes, that's the case. There is something here that calls to you deeply. And when you unlock that piece, it's golden. And you wouldn't get that if it was all done for you. So I'm inviting you to drop me a message if you have questions. You can drop me a DM here. You can hop over to Facebook and drop us a message at the Waldorf Essentials with Melissa Nielsen page. We're happy to help answer your questions there. Or feel free to email us, Melisa, Melisa, 1S1L, at waldorfessentials.com. So I want you to just take a deep breath. It's all going to be good. I promise. You're going to have a great year. Just have to breathe deep and stop stressing so much. I tell my families all the time, if you're not having a good time, you're doing something wrong. So if you're stressed out and freaking out right now, take a deep breath and let's get busy.